Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We're out here in nature, baby. We got the birds everywhere. Are you a people pleaser? I admit, I used to be a people pleaser, and it was pretty annoying because you had to keep pleasing everyone every single second. Gosh, let's just... breathing in that good ass prana, baby. 10 things people don't realize you're doing because you're a people pleaser. Put your hand up if you are a people pleaser. Oh my gosh. They all went up. We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So a lot of people write to me about people pleasing. They are people pleasers and they don't know what to do about it. So let me share with you what helped me along my journey. You see, in our society, we love to please people, and it's okay to please people, but not at the expense of your own well-being, okay? The first thing people don't realize you're doing because you're a people pleaser is that you listen to your parents and your peers before you actually listen to yourself. And that was me because I was always so concerned with the advice from other people before ever listening to myself. Is that you out there today? Always listening to infinite waters before you listen to yourself? Listen to yourself first. Goodness gracious, okay? And I was under a lot of pressure growing up sometimes. I used to feel that my friends know better than me. My parents know better than me to say, hey, Ralph, go and work in that job, that 9 to 5 for the rest of your life, and that's it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Yes. Then I realized that was a recipe for disaster. It's not about listening to even what your parents say, what your friends say. It's about listening to yourself first and foremost, because you have to live with you. Slow motion this side. What is the second thing people don't realize you're doing because you're a people pleaser? Fitting in. Not fitting in is your worst nightmare. Dun dun dun. Like, the universe forbid that, right? Because you see, people pleasers, we love to fit in. I'm not a people pleaser anymore, thank goodness, right? I talk about indigos and stuff. What's that, Ralph? Well, now you know, okay? That's your worst nightmare. Not fitting in, because standing out, oh my gosh, I'm so exposed right now. That's a people pleaser's worst nightmare. And along my early journey, I too was like that. I just wanted to fit in, never wanted to be controversial. And I started to talk about all kinds of stuff. Then I was really cool, okay? So sometimes what I would tell you if you are a people pleaser and your worst nightmare is not fitting in, is that it's the people who stand out that really end up living their dream life because they're so different from the norm, right? And it happened to me along my journey because there's this guy who just comes into nature and is living in infinite abundance. Do you know him? I do, right? That's me. I'm different. I don't want to fit in. And that's why I'm having the time of my life, and it feels fantastic. The third thing people don't realize you're doing because, well, you're a people pleaser. 7-day vegan challenge alert. Do you always have what they're having? Let's talk about food and nutrition for one moment. Now, growing up, I used to go out and eat a lot with friends and family, and sometimes I was really afraid to speak my mind when it came to ordering food. I'm like, okay, I'll go with what they're having. And then later on in life, I started to realize I wanted to eat a plant-based diet, but still had a lot of people saying that, Ralph, you need to eat meat to get protein. Like, where are you going to get your protein from? And at the time, I didn't know any better. I'm like, okay, they're right, so I'm going to people please. Yes, you're so right. And they're like, Ralph, you need to drink cow's milk. I'm like, yes, you're so right. Right? So I did that for a long time until I realized I started to throw up in the garden. Terrible. Don't worry about it. Because, thank goodness, some common sense went into me, and I started to realize that chia seeds are a complete source of protein. Hemp seeds are a complete source of protein. Spirulina, complete source of protein. So there were so many alternatives, right? I don't drink cow's milk. I drink almond milk because I've been a vegan for over 13 years. And I stopped people pleasing. And what happened? I lost all my friends. Don't worry about it, because I found new ones, right? Look, you want to be around people who respect what you eat. If you are a raw foodist, even if you don't eat, maybe you're breatharian, something like that, right? The right people will respect you for you. I respect people who eat whatever makes them happy, right? That's your business. But I know the plant-based diet works for me, and I'm not going to people please just to make other people happy. What's the fourth thing people don't realize you're doing because you're a people pleaser? You are always afraid to say no. No, I can't say it. No, say it. No. I used to be afraid to say no. Why is no so scary? Because no, sometimes for a people pleaser, is like you're letting the team down. Oh, you're so disappointing. So you don't say no. It's like you rarely ever say no. If someone invites you to go out to the club or whatever, yes, no. You can't say it, can you? You can't say it. That was me growing up, right? I couldn't say no to people. People would ring my phone and say, do you want to meet up? And I'm like, no. Just say it, Ralph. No, can't say it. Like, I could never say no, right? And if you're a people pleaser, you know all about no. No, you don't, because you never say it. You know all about yes. You are a yes person. And I realized this. I couldn't continue to live my life like a yes person. Yes to your family. Yes to your mom. Yes to your dad. Yes to your friends. But that means you're saying no to you if it's not true. Slow motion this side. You gotta stay authentic. Don't say yes when you really want to say no. Right? Just realize that, once again, the right people will gravitate towards you naturally. You don't have to impress anyone. Not even the cat down the road. What's the fifth thing people don't realize you're doing because you're a people pleaser? You are always concerned with how you look. Wait a minute. In the eyes of, others. Is this jacket okay right now? Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So you're always concerned with, oh my gosh, how you look in the eyes of, oh my gosh, others, right? That's a people pleaser right there. Okay. Are you having like 50 costume changes every single day? You're never happy with what you're wearing. You just bought new clothes, but you want to take them back. Is that you right now, today? Talk to me. That used to be me. Not 50 costume changes, but a few, okay? Because I'm like, how can I get everyone's attention right now? Right? So, many people pleasers are so concerned, so preoccupied, so worried about how other people see them that sometimes it can make them really unhappy. And let me share with you what helped me along my journey was to say this. Look, how you see yourself is really the only thing that matters, because people are always changing their minds anyway, aren't they? So you can't please everyone. Not everyone in the world loves mangoes. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Right? A few people don't. Well, most people do. What's the sick thing people don't realize you're doing because you are a people pleaser? You are always seeking external validation. Like, you live your life based on how other people value you, right? You're only happy when you get validated externally. And that was me for a long time, because I started to feel better when I had other people's approval before my own, right? And it's okay to be validated by other people. Like, you say, do you think I'm good enough? And they say, no. I mean, they say yes, right? Oh, I'm so happy right now. Okay, that's fantastic. We are all connected. We need people. It's wonderful to be loved and appreciated. But what I learned is that you got to start validating yourself first. How about this? How about validating your own existence just for 1 second, please? Can we do that today? Because I'm not going to judge you, so don't worry about it. But when you learn how to validate yourself, you become empowered, because you can't count on every single person to validate you every single second. They've got problems of their own, right? They've got problems of their own, right? So it starts with you. Confidence starts with you. And many people pleasers still can't do that. They can't validate themselves. And once you learn how to do that, you will stop being such an annoying people pleaser, right? What is the 7th thing people don't realize you're doing because you are a people pleaser? For you, it's hard to cut ties with people, even if they are toxic. And it happened to me along my journey because I never want to upset people. Like, I'm a nice person. What does that mean anyway, right? That's why you're probably a people pleaser, because you have this label of yourself as a nice person. There are no nice people. News alert, spoiler alert. And there are no perfect people. There are only real people. And that really helped me along my journey. What will happen is, if you are a people pleaser, you could probably relate. There's a friend of yours who always is trash talking you, maybe even bullying you on the side, and you're just like keeping them around. You're a people pleaser. Like, why are you tolerating that nonsense, that BS? Like, is that all you're worth? So I got rid of them, because I'm like that, right? It's time to start inviting people with better energy into your life. Can I get a hello? There, that's better. So, learn that it's okay to let certain people go to invite better energy into your life. That's going to serve you in the long run. What's the 8th thing people don't realize you're doing? Because, well, you're a people pleaser. You, wait for it, apologize, wait for it, for absolutely everything, including being yourself. Like, I'm so sorry I was born right now. Should I just go? Ever been around someone like that? They arrive like 1 minute late and they're like, I'm so sorry, like, please forgive me, I'll do anything, I'll even scratch your back. And you're like, okay, scratch my back right now. That's better, right? That's a people pleaser. Now, I used to be like that. That may be you. And what really got me out of that was to say, you don't have to say sorry every 5 seconds. It's okay to say sorry sometimes, but don't apologize for being you. Don't apologize for making mistakes. Don't apologize for sometimes falling over on your ass. Like, it happens. Trust me. I've done it plenty of times, right? It's about time we began to love ourselves, don't you think, a little bit more, right? And that really helped me get over that hump, right, of manic people pleasing. What's the ninth thing people don't realize you're doing? Well, because you're a people pleaser. How much time do you make for yourself if you're a people pleaser? 0. Because you're so kind to yourself, aren't you? Right? You make absolutely no time for yourself. Many people pleasers never have time for themselves, but they always have time for other people. And that's a very, very dangerous way to live. And I really got a universal slap. Ouch. Universe is so gentle when it slaps you. It's like this. Wake up, Ralph. And I'm like, okay. What did the universe tell me? That, look, make time for yourself. The only reason why I can share right now and inspire millions of people is because I make time for myself. I'm always in nature. As you can see, I'm getting high and it feels fantastic. But if you're a people pleaser, you don't know about that. You don't know about that life, right? Because you're always like, got no time for yourself. Well, I'm here to tell you it's time to start making time for yourself, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. Like, can we go for 5 minutes a day, please? Right? And then you'll see, you'll feel a lot happier. I did anyway, right? What's the 10th thing people don't realize you're doing because you are a people pleaser? You overanalyze everything, and because of that, you neglect your own needs, right? So overanalyzing everything, analysis is paralysis. Slow motion this side. And I'm sometimes overanalyzing everything, and I realized growing up it was because I was a people pleaser. I would be like, am I good enough? Am I wearing this? Am I standing right? Am I a human being? Right? And then when you get caught up into overanalyzing everything, you become less important. Your needs get put at the back. And then you get carried away with work, making a living without really living. Right? So I started to realize you got to put your needs and your health concerns at the forefront. You got to start living in the moment. Stop people pleasing. Realize perfection doesn't exist anywhere. I accept myself 100%, what I have called unconditional, positive self-acceptance. And that's what I live by. And that's why every single day I wake up and I say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Much love, you beautiful deep divers. Have a beautiful day. We're just getting high. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You.